Taking a look at some Studio One operations. First of all, our microphones and cables are connected, not hardwired, but they're there. And that's by design, and that's going to help us make sure we keep things organized. There's a top and a bottom to the cable wrap. You know, the end of the cable is going to come out on one side. I'm going to leave the bulk of that cable wrap next to the mic stand because I may need to reposition the mic stand. That's going to make that a lot easier. I want to be careful when I'm plugging in that I get the XLR cable aligned the right way. I want it to click, I want to be firm, and then when it comes time to take it out, well, there's a little release button, and I want to make sure I hold by the metal side of the XLR cable. I don't want to rip it apart. I've got a couple of tape options I'm showing you here. The gaff tape, the black roll on the left, costs about $20, and the painter's tape costs $6. So you're not going to see the gaff tape around here that often because we're taking the studio apart and putting it back together again so often. That said, it's not a terrible idea to hit a few spots on the cables and tape them down so that people don't trip over them. Could I go all the way down the line? For sure, but I don't think I want to do that in this case. And you can see adding a second cable to that run will be helpful as well. When it comes time to wrap the cables, you have to start at the microphone because the cable is connected to the microphone. So if I start at the other end, I can't work out some of the twists in the cable. And so you want to start at the microphone and get that over-under wrapping technique. And then I'm so surprised at the number of times I see people do all that and then don't take the extra 5 seconds to go ahead and put that Velcro around the edge of it, which again, that just keeps the whole operation from falling to the ground. We're going to go ahead and keep our microphones, as you notice if you visit a professional recording studio. You keep them out of the way, we push them to the back. I want to touch on the hear back units real quick. This to me is a two-person job. One person is going to take that hear back unit, the other person is going to feed them just enough cable to make it happen. Now these network cables are a little rigid and they're pretty twisty, so when it comes time to tape these things down to the ground, that's a really great idea. When you need to put them back up again, reverse the process. Get that hear back unit next to you and have your cable kind of, loosely spread out there. And this will over-under wrap as well. So be careful to over-under wrap that, and it will do the job. It's going to seem like it doesn't want to, but get yourself to where it's over-under wrapped, Velcroed together. You've got a little bit of slack on either end, and then you can push that right back up. Again, out of the way. It's going to take care of itself. Our stage box is obviously adjustable, movable throughout the room. There's 100 feet of network cable. That said, it's connected by a power cord. So in the event that we may need to move something, we would do that. But for the most part, I like to keep it there. Don't forget, talkback speaker, on and off. Most important thing, just turn around and take a look at the room on your way out and make sure things are set up right. Now, obviously, this is a unique setup, but you're going to want to put the room back exactly the way you found it. And now we're a professional studio. People come in and see this, they want to do business here because this looks legit.